Headless Content Management System. This article will cover the basics of what a headless CMS actually is. You will learn about the main differences between a headless CMS and more traditional CMS WordPress. What is headless CMS? A headless CMS is a back-end only content management system built from the ground up as a content repository that makes content accessibly via a RESTful API for display on any devices. The term headless comes from the concept of chopping the head of the body. A headless CMS remains with an interface to add content and RESTful API to deliver content whenever you need it. Due to this approach, headless CMS does not care about how and where your content gets displayed. A headless CMS has only one focus: storing and delivering structured content. The headless approach allows developers to provide content as a service, abbreviated as CaaS, which simply means that content storage and delivery are handled by separate software. A headless CMS can make the following tasks less of a headache: modeling, creating and authoring content, organizing content repositories, improving workflow and collaboration. As a trade-off, headless platforms lack with delivery layers like templating systems, unlike traditional CMS architecture, which requires you to follow specific rules and uses designated programming languages. A headless CMS gives developers complete control over how content is presented to the user. By losing the head, you can integrate with any code base and use your preferred language. From a technical standpoint, a headless CMS simply uses API calls to render content within the website's code base rather than creating complex relationships between code and content. For this reason, many developers find headless architecture easier to maintain. Also, unlike a traditional CMS, a headless CMS typically doesn't require a host. Yet, self-hosting options do exist. You also don't have to worry about all of the endless security updates and other maintenance issues that come with using a traditional CMS like WordPress. Traditional CMS versus decoupled CMS versus headless CMS. You may see the terms headless CMS and decoupled CMS used interchangeably, but they actually describe different systems. Here's an overview of the three types of CMS architecture: traditional or coupled CMS. In traditional CMS, also known as coupled CMS, the backend and the frontend are inextricably bound. All website design and customization applications are stored in the backend while visitors see the frontend. Many popular blogging platforms like WordPress and Squarespace are coupled CMS tools. A coupled CMS contains a database for storing content, a backend where content is created, an application for making design schemas, a front-end for displaying published content of HTML pages. Decoupled CMS. In a decoupled CMS, the backend and front-end of the website are managed by two separate systems. After content is edited in the CMS, it must be pushed throughout an API and published to a designated delivery management system, or front-end. Consequently, front-end architecture is largely predetermined. A decoupled CMS consists of a database for storing content, an administrative interface including applications for creating and managing content, a predetermined content publishing front-end which is connected to the backend through an API. Headless CMS. What exactly is the difference between a decoupled CMS and a headless one? Headless architecture doesn't include any front-end system whatsoever. Instead, content is published to an API or web service that is capable of pushing content straight to any smart device. A major benefit of using a headless CMS is that the same content can be published to a website, an app, or anything connected to the Internet of Things. In the long run, the headless approach has practical implications for the IoT and artificial intelligence. In the short run, it can make managing content across different delivery formats much easier since the content isn't bound to a predetermined structure. A headless CMS has only a content management backend, an API,